Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we explored the summit of Elden Volcano in search of the third and final sacred flame, with which to forge our blade. But our hunt was cut very short, as we discovered that we were going to need a lot of water in order to progress, and, let's just say Elden Volcano is not exactly the moistest of climates. So, this time, we certainly got the water part of it down, now we just gotta find a way to transport it about 200 miles yonder. And as much as I wish I could say that our search would be taking us in that really pretty looking hole, we gotta go into this completely unremarkable hole. We all know that I'm a connoisseur of these things ever since we got the Gust Bellows. I still find it hilarious that the persnickety old water dragon lives in such an unremarkable, like, grungy looking place. I mean, it's pretty on the outside, but you'd never know it, or pretty on the inside, but you never know it looking at the entrance to it. You think she would, like, adorn it with some jewels or something, but it should be a pretty good starting point for us to find a way to transport that, as, well, water is her element after all. Hey, you guys. Hey, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. I didn't talk to you afterward. Thanks to you, the water dragon has made a complete recovery. Many thanks. Many thanks. Many thanks. Never thought I'd see a happy mob in my day. Whoa, that was cool. Up this way. Okay, I barely made it. You! I don't particularly enjoy your company, but we don't get to see you terribly often, so what have you to say to moi? Ah, it's you. Tell me, are you mastering the power that dwells within your sword? Oh? You wish to borrow my water basin. Very well, I have recovered, and I have no intention of having to soak in it again soon. Begone with it. It's yours to use as you please. To transport the water dragon's basin to the volcano, you will need to enlist the service of that transport robot. Shall I send word to him? I love this line right here. This might be my favorite Fi moment of all. Not that guy. Master, unless you plan to carry the tub on your back, now is not the time to be picky about who will help you. I will call for the robot. She's so great. This is what I mean by Fi's character just being so awesome if you pick the right choices. She is a little feisty, if you will, but I love her. I love her so much. If only she didn't have to deliver all those tutorials. Mistress Fi, bzz, my deepest apologies for keeping you waiting. Let's see here. This cargo looks very heavy, but it's well within my payload tolerances. Bzzert. Master Short Pants, watch carefully while I demonstrate what a real hero looks like. Bzzat. As usual, Vert, I shall await you in the skies above. He's moving vertically as he does this. And it's been a while since we've had a great Fi moment. She's just kind of been relegated to giving us a lot of pointless tutorials where it's like, oh, hey, I think this is the boss key in, like, the fourth boss key that we're obtaining. Yeah, so I'm kind of glad that she's back to her old self that I was complimenting in the early days. I've missed you, girl. So now we got to return to the sky and head to the volcanoes. Or volcano, rather, not multiple ones. What do you have to say now? Return the basin to me when you finish with it. There is no rush, though. It's yours to do with as you please. I guess that's it around here. I kind of wish there was more to Floria Lake. Just seeing it again, it's gorgeous. I've missed this place. It's so pretty. Don't spend a whole lot of time here. Heck, as much as I don't enjoy the water dragon's company, she's at least not bad to look at, she's pretty nice looking, design-wise. Not necessarily in that way, but you know what I mean. I just wish there was more to this place. It's a straight line that you never have any reason to revisit after you grab the collectibles once. It's not a particularly good grinding spot. You can't really fast travel much within it. It's just kind of unremarkable, and I really hate to say it because it's very pretty and it deserved a lot better. Ancient Cistern's great, of course, though, but it's a dungeon that you visit once. Back once again, I see my goal in front of me, and no side quest shall distract me from the objective right in front of me. I never said ever. And you, buddy, Mr. Robot Pants, or I want to say Buzzsaw Man Pants, but I won't open that can of worms. Too late. I haven't seen you in a while, and you wouldn't think that you'd grate on my nerves this quickly, but boy, you are so lucky I did my Goddess Cube runs before we went to go see you. Otherwise, I would have made you follow me into the Thunderhead, and I would have strained those arms so much that you would have had to have begged the scrap shop man to give him a tune-up for you. I wish I saved my Goddess Cube run for when you were following us, just so I could know that you were suffering. Zert, this is the entrance to the volcano. I'd better get there before Master Short Pants. Just saying, holding a cup of water sideways isn't exactly the best way to ensure that the water stays inside of it. But hey, you're the smart one, apparently. And, we weren't given a choice of where to land. What's going on, Burzd? I almost blew a rotor trying to slow myself down during that descent. Anyway, this is where you wanted the water, right? What? The summit? Why didn't you say so from the start, Berserk? I don't want to carry this thing back to the sky. It's heavy, Berserk. Berserk. This place is swarming with monsters. Vroom. I bust up enemies like a junkyard wrecker. Is that? Too bad I've got my mitts full with this basin. Bzz. Hey, Master Short Pants. Since we came all this way, let's play a little game called Protect the Robot. Zert. Here's how it works. I'll follow you up the mountain, Zert, and you gotta make sure nothing touches me. Got it? Good. Your job is simple, Zert. You make sure none of these monsters lays a claw on me. Not one claw. The time has come for the dirty 6-letter word that every gamer disdains with a burning fiery passion. Escort. Yup. Never met a single person that was a fan of these things. We got bokoblin archers that are equipped with... Wait, what is that? What is that over there? What is that? Is that just... Okay, it's just arrows. For a second there, I thought he dropped a skull right there. I think we actually can go this way. I'm just trying to, like, find any sort of short way. If you opened up all the little shortcuts and you just know where they are ahead of time, it's quite nice. And, wow, this guy did not hold out. He had quite the secret stash going for him. So we gotta go up the mountain. We gotta go through a trail that we've already been through once before. Potentially, I know, twice before if you count the Silent Realm. Potentially 3 times depending on how hard of a time you had finding the entrance to the Silent Realm. So that's something. I want to get that gold skull. Okay, good. The text box freezes. I don't know why I was worried there. It's kind of tradition that when you're in a text box, everything is frozen. So I'll grab you. Get lucky with that. Okay, now, oh jeez, they have fire arrows. Yeah, gonna grab you. Remember your quick drop. I say as I get shot before he's able to do anything. Luckily, the fire won't do damage to over time with you now that we have the fire shield earring, so it's not quite as awful that they have fire arrows as it might have been at another point. I don't think you ever fight anything that has fire arrows, like, before this point, so question begs if you can ever take damage over time with them. I know you can from enemies that light themselves on fire like fire keys, but I kind of wonder if that means that that whole, like, weapon type that an enemy can have is completely inconsequential to you. Luckily, also, if you have the Sacred Bow, you do outrange your enemies by quite a bit. So that is nice. Gonna watch you tumble. And give me that heart that I oh so need. Now, since we've been through this ground quite a few times and we're just kind of fighting the same old enemies and not really doing anything else, I want to bring up that point that I had a while back. The one about repetition. How I feel like the way things are now, I couldn't blame somebody for finding it repetitious that you kind of visit the same regions again and again, but I don't feel like it really had to be that way for... If they just gave Lake Floria... Wow, he dies in 3 arrows now. That's actually a very good thing to know. I knew it was not as many as it was before, but jeez. If they gave Lake Floria and the Sandsea their own craters in the clouds and gave them their own pillars of light, I think it would have felt different enough that nobody would have really minded. Even though they are similar in a few ways, they don't use the same assets, they don't use the same mechanics. They do really creative stuff that we hadn't seen up to that point, give us new types of puzzles. It is entirely different from what we've seen before. But a lot of you agreed with my logic, but there was one exception to it, and that's this. The crater of Elden Volcano. It does not feel different. It's very much deep-rooted in the same general area compared to the 2 that came before it. And you know what? I agree. My statement is more so about the Sandsea and Lake Floria. I do think that this is the part of the game that does feel the most repetitive, and I don't really think... Shut up. It was nowhere near you. It was eating my leg when you complained. Stop it. Yeah, it's just... I can kind of see that. The fact that there's an escort mission right here to kind of pad things out, especially when the water dragon was kind of padding already where they make you do the first dungeon again, I can see why people wouldn't exactly be a fan of this, because I'm not really either. Then again, is it any surprise that I said I wasn't going to like the escort mission? I don't think so. Okay. I'm an optimist, but I'm not entirely stupid. At least not all the time. Man, I will never get tired of just watching these guys roll down the hill. Oh, no. No! Don't drop materials when I have to go down. Oh, no! You know I can't resist these things. Well, I guess in the afterlife, it feels like his life had significance. The fact that I actually went out of my way to go pick up whatever he dropped. I think I'm pretty good. Let's just go on ahead. Almost, 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 almost. Escort missions can never be with the nice people, the ones that you actually would want to protect because your favorite character and they're really cool, but maybe they're injured at the time being. It's always with just like the most unthankful, horrible person that you just do not want to be within 50 yards of, and yet they make you protect them with your life, and you have to be the one to take all the hits for them. Can never be the other way. Nope, always got to be that. And yeah, okay, just wanted to make sure he wasn't going to drop a golden skull after how lucky I've been getting with the drops. My Bokoblin to drop ratio has been quite good compared to my Jelly Blob to Choo Choo ratio. I'm just saying. I think I got enough to make that. Yeah, this is flatland. I can just restore it right there. Not too much longer to go. I know that we got an enemy base over to the right here, which does have tougher enemies. They do increase the difficulty on you a little bit, so it's not entirely the same, but in general, just not very exciting. At least I got some rupees out of it. And, oh, blue Bokoblins now. Blue Coblins, if you will. I think I can kill these guys in one hit now that I have the Sacred Bow. Yeah, I think they took 2 shots before, now it's just 1. I'm not entirely sure on that, though. I could just be talking out of my ass, because I usually do upgrade the bow just as soon as I possibly can. You know what, actually? I don't think I've used a bomb on a Moblin yet. You're about to become a Bomblin! Man, that is some thick fat he's got on him. He was just kind of like, oh, well, what was that? Did you feel anything? I sure didn't. I could go up there and deal with him. You can vault around to the back of him if you really want to. That is a good way to deal with Moblins on these narrow pathways, especially when they got those metal shields that you can't exactly break apart. The metal shield ones do have a bit more health than the other ones do, so I guess 4 arrows instead of 3, possibly 5 if that bomb actually did hurt him. I don't think it did, but hey. Still dropped 20 rupees, and I think that's about it. No fire keys through here. Maybe I can get the blessed butterflies that I didn't get the first time that I came through this area. Take you out. Taking you out before you're a problem. Yeah, that is no messing around. That is how good your bow is if you got the timing of everything down. It's amazing. It's just so good. Guy is no problem whatsoever. And I certainly hope that you have water cooling or a dang good air cooler inside of you just so I don't have to give you my earrings or something like that, because I would not put it past you in an escort mission with this guy. I can talk to you. Get moving, Master Short Pants. I'll be following right behind you, sir. Yeah. Jeez. See what I mean? Just can never be thankful for anything. Really can't. Now for the volcano. I'm so happy for you. I am so happy for you. Okay. Not much longer. Not much longer. Ah, 2 Lizalfos. I think I've tried bows on these guys before many times, and yeah, they perfectly dodge them. No hope there. Oh! That went a lot less good than I thought it would. Come on. Hit. Holy. Come on. I know you were. Maybe you could, I don't know, fly up on top of that cliff or something like that. Just saying, you are a flying robot. And I guess also bringing this up, if you're gonna fly up the mountain anyway, how much more work would it have really been to have, like, you know, flown up in a way that it wouldn't require us to protect you? I know that you don't want to fly all the way back up to the sky, but I'm not asking you to fly all the way back up to the sky. You're just going where we'll be going anyway, so I think I'm just convinced that he wants me out of the picture. He's all like, this is an awfully good excuse to make him fight lots and lots of enemies. Once he's out of the picture, I can have Mistress Fi all to myself. Berserk. Let's take out you guys. I don't know if you can actually lay a curse on a robot, but I wouldn't exactly put it past them. Now let's just go on through. We are almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there. We are almost there. Okay, you're good, you're good, you're good. It's alright, I don't mean to complain too much. It's just, you know what he does to me. You know, you understand. You want me to pour water on this? No problem. Zbert. Did you see that, Mr. Spy? If there's anything else I can do to be of assistance, zerp, just call me anytime. Zerbits. You don't exactly get girls by zerping in their faces, I'm just saying. The flames blocking your path have been fully extinguished. I recommend proceeding ahead. You are something else, bud. There is nothing you cannot do. You go on ahead in. You have earned the right to blaze this trail. Well, it's over. We survived, and it actually went a lot smoother than I thought it would. Usually I have terrible luck with those fire keys that rush you as soon as you enter the summit, where one of them always gets through and there's nothing I can do, and it instantly just ends the escort, and I have to enter the crater again, which is dumb because I'm right there at the entrance, though, but hey, I thought that would take up more of our time. Now, I don't want to enter the temple yet. Instead, what I want to do is, let's head back up into the sky, because there's something that you can get right now that is very easily missable, and there's not a good opportunity to get this. I couldn't get this in the Silent Realm. I couldn't get this when we were going up to the crater. I couldn't get this when we were doing the escort mission. It's very out of the way and not convenient to get, but I recommend you do so anyway. What you want to do is skydive into Volcano East. Once you have landed, you are very close to some P-hats. Hello, what do you enable me to do? Gonna deal with these guys first, actually, because I should. Making things easier for myself later. And I was gonna say, where were you guys, but I didn't take this route because taking the shortcuts would have been a lot quicker, so yeah. What? Where does this lead anywhere? No, oh god, oh god, oh god. Mean! Wow! What a troll! Okay, that's pretty brilliant. I actually gotta hand it to that. That's probably the smartest plan the Bokoblins have ever cooked up, but wow. Okay, so just a way to get to the middle quickly. Now, we want to skydive underground into the caves once more. And I faceplant because I can, and also because I want to grab these things, if there's anything good in them. Man, what is it with the digging just having horrible rewards lately? Like, okay, you made up for it pretty nicely right there, but I just mean, when we first got the digging mitts, everything was so good, but now that we're digging up the exact same holes, just horrible. Just getting like 2 green rupees, getting nothing 3 times, and then that's just your lot right there. Nothing, okay. Well, basically where we're headed to is this area right around here. Red rupee, 21 rupees, 26 rupees, 27 rupees. Hey, complain and you shall receive. In the very back end of the room that we were headed to, right over by this hidden treasure chest that we blew up way back on our first visit to Eldin Volcano, you want to talk to this guy. You're looking pretty chipper, pal. You come back to do some treasure hunting. You may already know this, but Eldin Volcano is riddled with hidden caves. You can find them by checking around for thin, cracked walls. You can find all kinds of things in these caves. It's mostly rupees, sure, but you never know. Get the itch for loot? You should try some cave hunting. Master, the abilities of your sword have increased. It is now possible to douse for rupees. I have registered rupees as a viable dowsing target. Use this exciting new feature as you deem necessary. Yeah, I certainly bet that a lot of you didn't know that you could do this because it is unreasonably off the beaten path in a place that you would never be told to revisit for any reason. I don't know why they stuck this in such a remote corner of the world, but it's here. I don't like your face. I don't like your voice. I don't like your general character design. So you know what? You can inflict pain on me. Yes, you are allowed to do that. No, I want to take you out so that I can demonstrate how good rupee dowsing is. I guess this guy's blocking this as well. Man, so much of this being easy. Right behind him, 20 rupees. So if you don't want to have to check inside of every single little nook and cranny, you just kind of want to know where the rupees are ahead of time, this will tell you that. It's kind of nice, kind of convenient. I don't use it terribly often, but it does add a lot of value, shall we say, to the ability that initially was kind of disappointing. Hi, bye. But that's that. I would say what type of mission that we made it through, but I don't want to overdo it on the dirty words. And among us gamers, let's face it, it is one. But we have opened the trail ahead. We have gotten a nice, helpful secret that you might not have known about, that there's not really any sort of good opportunity to get other than the present time. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we... Okay. I'm just gonna get out my Tanatech scatter shot and yes, red rupee. Okay, suddenly very happy that I... Wait, what? Seriously? I tried shooting one of those last time and it didn't do anything. I guess maybe some, but others. Maybe it's the fire. Is it... Maybe an arrow, because that'd be a little bit more precise, like a fire arrow. The gem. I'm wasting a lot of precious ammo. I don't know what it wants me to do with this. Gust bellows, maybe? Perhaps? Oh! A lot of trouble for 1 rupee, sure. And I guess while we're here, we automatically know that the other one is going to do the exact same thing. Yep, okay. Well, I am never going to get through this outro out. Wow. You know what? Why not? Let's see if there's any other rupees that I can douse for in the immediate area before I do this. Anyway, without further delay, with the way ahead opened, and our sword's capabilities made even further great, next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we enter the temple atop Elden Volcano. See you guys then.